Modern ungodly women murder their children on the table of Moloch a million times a year. Lindsay Clancy has a GoFundMe of women supporting her after murdering her 3 children. And Kailey Erhart murdered her 2 children, attempting 3. But women still want us to approach them in 2026? Watch this.
I understand that you may have had experiences with girls where you put yourself out there, made yourself vulnerable, and you ended up getting hurt in the end. And now your solution is, I'm never chasing a girl again. The issue with that logic is that you are putting the blame on a past girl in your life on every other woman. All these girls that have never done anything to you, including your future wife, are now getting punished for the actions of this one or few girls in your past. You're taking the easy way out, and the easy way out is rarely the right thing to do.
No matter how many people on this app are going to be like, well, no, you have to be attractive to approach. No. So I was at a coffee shop the other week and a guy came up to me and approached me and we started having a conversation, and it just so happened like we ended up sitting next to each other. 2 hours went by. Was I like feeling butterflies in this conversation? Absolutely not. Was he an objectively, attractive person? Maybe someone would say yes. There were certain things about him that were attractive, like he was well dressed, clearly took care of himself, was a good conversationalist. I was not attracted to this person, despite having a nice conversation. And I'll give myself credit for like not being a bitch and being like, I'm not gonna sit next to you, or just being like standoffish with him trying to make a conversation with me. Like clearly his reason was to hit on me, but good for him for putting himself out there. My lack of attraction to this person should not stop him from doing this to other women in a kind and respectful way.
There are so many incredible women out there, but they're not the girls that are sitting on social media calling you men creeps. When you live your life thinking that if you approach a woman and she's gonna call you a creep, that's when you're gonna attract that into your life. Now, discernment plays a huge part in this, but discernment is something that you build. Is she giving you eye contact? Has she smiled back at you? If you smile and wave at a woman and she looks at you like, that means she's not a real woman that wants to talk to you.
Shout out to these women for trying to address this. Vince, they understand the issue for what it is. Their solutions are basically, don't give up just because you got burned. Don't worry about being attractive. And remember that real women still want to be approached. Here's the problem. They're ignoring the male perspective. And this lady's own story proves it. She claims looks don't matter. Yet after a nice 2-hour conversation with a dude who approached her, she still rejected him over looks, which kind of defeats her own solution, though she doesn't seem to realize it. Now, let's be honest. The real answer for these men is pretty simple. Work on yourself. Looks, confidence, money, whichever one needs the most work. Because once a man has that handled, his aura alone makes approaching easier and more straightforward. That's how you get these men back in the game.
Real women.
I disagree with that, gentlemen, wholeheartedly on that last point. You can literally be a billionaire at top of the top of any man in existence. I want to bring up Tom Brady, a literal multi-time Super Bowl champion, literal male model as far as appearance is concerned. Someone who has $150+ million in net worth. Even he can't keep a woman. I disagree on that wholeheartedly. One of the greatest football players to ever play the game, he cannot keep a woman from divorcing him and ruining his life over someone else, a judo instructor of all people. So with that being said, that goes completely out the window. What the problem is today is what we're seeing in divorce rates. When it comes to gay men, 29% divorce rate. When it comes to normal relationships, man, woman, as was intended by God, 49% divorce rate at the time of this conversation of this video. When it comes to lesbian marriages, about 79%. People are starting to see that women are the problem. Women are the problem. Men are realizing the landmines, snares, and traps that are out there. And there are numerous, more than a battlefield in World War II. And men do not even want to play in this battlefield called the dating market, the radioactive wasteland called the dating market. That being said, if they hit a snare and trap and they step in a landmine, their livelihood could very well be ruined. Their ultimate progress in life of working on themselves can be absolutely devastated with false accusation, with false charges of rape, with the cops being called on them, with all the things that they are trying to strive for can be gone instantaneously because of one vindictive, evil, wicked woman. Look at Joseph in the book of Genesis, a righteous man, pure in the eyes of God, but one wicked woman destroyed all that he was doing and got him sent to prison on a false accusation. This has been happening since the days of the Torah, the first 5 books of Moses. That being said, it's only getting worse. Women are unfortunately have never killed children as much as they have in 2026. So not only do you have to worry about potential rape, false accusation, sexual harassment charges coming your way because these women, I'm sure these women are nice women. I'm sure they're okay in comparison to other. I don't want to just paintbrush all of them and say all women. I'm sure my sister over here with the cross, I'm sure she's not that bad. But ultimately speaking, I was talking to a 28-year-old sister in the faith last week saying women by and large have made it basically illegal for men to approach them for 60, 70, 80 years, literally saying to them, don't approach me at the grocery store, don't approach me at the gym, don't approach me at the gas station, don't approach me at the movie theater, don't approach me at the college campus, don't approach me at the job, don't approach me at ABC XYZ. You basically banned men from approaching you ever. And we've seen the receipts based on what's happened to men that still go out and approach in 2026, having themselves put on social media, exposing them, harassing them, humiliating them. And these are just normal individuals still trying to play the field and still trying to politely approach in 2026. They stepped on a landmine and they got blown to smithereens. And now with all types of wounds, like this lady over here is saying, is like, you know what, even though you're a paraplegic, even though you're on crutches, even though you lost 6 fingers and 4 toes, still get back there and try again. Don't let that last previous girl prevent you from going to find your future wife. Go ahead, you cripple. Go ahead. Someone who's missing half of their head because of that landmine that you stepped on and now you're blown to smithereens. Go ahead, still keep on trying for our sake. Sacrifice yourself again. Do it. So that being said, now we have to worry about women. Even if we get with a woman and we have marriage and children, we have to now worry about demon-possessed women literally taking it upon themselves to take vengeance on the children they brought to the earth. And these are the same women that are so-called empaths, emotionally intelligent, but are literally murdering more children than any time in human history. I'm sorry, men. We gotta turn to something else. Because women do not love us. Women do not care about us. But you know what? For God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, that anyone who turns and believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. My great King and his love is genuine. My great King and his love is eternal life. My great King and his love is the purest of all kinds. The daughters of Eve, the life bearers, Eve, whose name, Hewan, means life, life bringer. In a divorce court, they bring death to you. In false accusation, by you approaching them, and they don't like you, they bring death to your progress, to your aura. To you that have children with these demons, they bring death to your unborn children. I'm sorry, but most women that are modern, secular, not on fire for the Lord, are not worth considering. And even still, there are women who are in the faith who are not worth considering. That being said, we need to use discernment, just like this woman over here mentioned, and we need to stay away from these individuals. These Potiphar's wives that want to falsely accuse us, to ruin us, to ruin our children, a la Lindsay, Clancy, Kailey, Erhart. There's a big spiritual war going on right now. And Satan, like how he deceived the first woman, Eve, he's deceiving all the other women afterwards. And we need to be careful. That's why I'm making these videos. I hate to make so many videos on women, but ultimately, this channel is here to expose evil. And sadly, Women have no shortage of evil coming from their midst. But men, we need to take the charge in righteousness to counteract this evil. Do not be overcome with evil. Instead, overcome evil with good. That's the way to fix this. That's my great King, who is love incarnate. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe. I thank you for the support, and I hope you all have a blessed day. All glory to my great King.